Hi, everyone. Mom, can you please shut the curtains? Hang on, you'll see me better in a minute.
Or we'll have to wait and do it later. You can't see it anymore. Is that better? Is that better?
From that
Look at your
window.
picture. Is that better?
Maybe a little bit. If I don't go this way. Yeah,
Better?
a little bit.
Okay.
I'm still a little glowy, don't you think? Look at the.
I can't do anything about that. You gotta go to it.
I guess. I guess. Um. Anyway, it's sunny in my neck of the woods. And we're reviewing Quantum Leap Season 2, Episode 8. Nomad. Thank you, Mom. Where we follow Ben as he jumps into a spy and he helps out Miss Layla Adele, the famous spy known as Nomad. I don't know if it was real. I'll look that up at the end. Doesn't really matter. Wasn't relevant to the episode. It was a Hannah Carson episode, which, knowing what's coming, like I do, because I watched the two most recent episodes. It's just if they if I was shipping Hannah, let's put it that way. If I was shipping Hannah and Ben, I would have my heart broken. But I'm not. So it wasn't that rough to watch when he leaped out of that body, but anyway, we'll get to it when we get to it in the next episode. Nomad was the best one this season. Now it's only second best. My favorite character in the whole Nomad episode was the head of the spy organization. He reminded me of a bumbling Commissioner Gordon, or the cop that always helped out Superman. Where if we saw this world again, I'd like to see more of him, which I've been pulling for them to show us a world again. A world, a leap, a time. There you go. I would especially like to see the Wild West one again. But again, that's neither here nor there. At first, you kind of worry that Ben's just taking over some poor tourist. But it's not. This guy has been instructed to come alone in the desert on the spy mission by his bumbling but boss. And that's when you meet Layla Adele. Layla Adele has done like multiple missions before, and you see that she is a pro. But like I said, he finds Hannah again in the place where he meets his bumbling boss. He spies Hannah. He he along with the rest of the team think, okay, is this a coincidence? And then Addison comes to the conclusion that they're in love, which I was like, no, it can't be. Because, like I said in my very first Quantum Leap review, the point of this show was to show Ben and Addison's love and to let Sam leap home. Those two things, in my mind. And when they started messing around with that, I was kind of. But now that I kind of get the impression that Hannah's part is done because they find a file of code in an old DARPA project on how to bring Ben home somewhere. Yeah, I have a theory on that. Why I think it's Hannah? Because another thing about Quantum Leap is that everyone's important. Even the smallest, stupidest, insignificant butterfly is important. That was, I kind of think it was her because of that reason, that her that maybe her and Ben, I'm willing to concede, were in love once, but it's only going to make Ben and Addison's love stronger, knowing that this massive leap is coming in the next episode. But that's my opinion on that. Her reaction with Addison, Mom thought she could see Addison, Hannah, but I found her reaction being that she couldn't see Addison very cute. They both had him introduce her to them, and it was just very cute for personal reasons. It was like they could have done what they did do on Ghost for all my viewers that watch Ghost and show Ben's perspective of or Addison's one of their perspectives because they already showed Ben's perspective, but they could have shown one of the women's perspectives on the same meeting, and it it would have been almost the same. They were very polite, very courteous. Um, it's because of the bumbling boss that the expert spy Layla Adele is put in danger. She's put in danger because he thinks she's dead, and Ben bugs the wrong place. I don't want to give a whole lot of this episode away. I want you to watch it. It's not like some kind of magic, the last one I reviewed, or a little some whatever which one was that I reviewed last. It's not going to be filler. It's not like the bad guy's son from the witch episode, where I don't think that none of those characters are ever going to appear again. These characters, Layla and Hannah, to an extent, and the bumbling boss might actually appear again, because Nomad might have actually made a difference. It felt like it was real, even if Nomad was made to be fictional, if that makes any sense. That's why this episode was so awesome. The way she introduces her, the way the spy introduces herself to Ben's temporary boss at the end, that you know me better as Nomad, was just so awesome to me. And like I said, the next one picks right up with the Hannah storyline. So it's not like a normal episode where Ben leaps into another bounty hunter, or just a random preacher, or the bounty hunter he leaped into had purpose, and you'll see in the next episode. You'll see in my next review. I really enjoyed that episode, needless to say, too. And that's why I think that his relationship with Hannah has some kind of importance. It kind of reminds me of Peggy Carter and Captain America, for all my Marvel fans out there, where Peggy, if you've seen the Ultimate Avengers movie from the late 2000s, the cartoon, Peggy, when he comes home, Peggy is there as an old lady, let's just say, who has been waiting for him for quite some time. Uh, and he was so floored by like everything, and he just says the line, "What's decaf?" when she offers him a cup of coffee, which I can totally see happening with Ben and Hannah. That Ben is the unfortunate leaper, and Hannah's Peggy, where the natural flow of time has moved on, but she worked on that code for years. From 1961 to, I mean, even in the most recent episode, there's a hint between Hannah and Ben's relationship. They kind of he tries to do what Back to the Future 2 did at the end. I can picture her just receiving that. But again, you'll get to it when we get to it. The last episode that aired really brightened my view on on Quantum Leap as a whole, and just the Ben and Hannah storyline. So it made this one all the better, and this one was already a easily 3-star episode. So it's like it just felt like something. I like episodes that feel like they're going to matter, and this felt like it was going to matter. Yeah, I can't wait to talk to you guys about what's coming, how Ben and Hannah's relationship end. I don't want to give it away. I know people in my family sometimes don't watch it when it's on. So that's why I'm not doing that episode right away. I didn't want to do them out of order. Um, but needless to say, the next episode does have a massive jump. He jumps like 8 or 9 years into the future from 1961, which is when this episode takes place. And it kind of made it even sadder looking at when they are bugging the restaurant and Hannah's clearly pretending that they are a couple on holiday. And she says something like, who knows anywhere or any when we're going to end up. And it's like now I kind of wish it would have worked, or they made it clear that there's going to be a huge bug and another timeline emergence, because I still believe that they are doing the 2 timelines thing. And I don't know how they're going to do it, but I do. I just wish they made it clear to other people, you know. Um, I wish he could come home in all the timelines, but it doesn't really look that way. Um, Good episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Please, I'd like to know your thoughts. Like, comment, tell me what I forgot. Am I right? Do you guys like stories that actually move the Quantum Leap timeline forward? Do you want me to explain the two timelines thing when I finally get to what's upcoming? Did it remind you of an Ian Fleming novel? Like a James Bond type thing? Who was your favorite character in the episode? All these questions and more, you have the power to answer. I've been Bob. This has been The Other World According to Bob. I'm sorry, I had a lot to say. Anything you want to add, Mom?
Thank you.
Bob out. All right. This is after. I wish they. I'll just end this by saying I wish that, like in the original Quantum Leap, they would occasionally leap into real life people without changing their real life events. That's all. I did look up that stuff, Nomad, but they changed it in such a way that I don't know if they're trying to say that Quantum Leap just it differs in that degree, or they can't do that in the new show. I just liked the occasional episode where he jumps into Marilyn Monroe's. Or he said